What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brew master in chief. And tonight in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with a Bant control pile that I'm still kind of tweaking. It's a version 1. We need to kind of BrewLabify a little bit as we play tonight and figure out what needs to be cut and what needs to stay. But it's a pretty freaking nice version 1. So we finally get to play the new Tamiyo Compleated Sage. But we'll get to her. Let's start from the top. We've got 3 copies of Consider. All of my blue cards I've gone with 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. It's just kind of like our utility interaction stuff. We've got this to look at the top card of our library and potentially draw it, or discard it into our graveyard and draw the one after it, which is pretty nice. Then we've got Fading Hope to return creatures to the opponent's hand. We've got Jwari Disruption to counter those early plays, and Saw It Coming for the later plays. So 3 of each of all of our of our blue cards. Then we've got a full playset of the Reckoner Bankbuster because it's insanely good. Can crew itself eventually, and then just provides value all along the way to that point. There's almost no decks that wouldn't benefit from at least 2 copies of Reckoner Bankbuster, in my opinion, right now. So I've gone with 4. Then we've got Jugan Defends the Temple. This is great. This is such a good card. It hasn't been played much yet around. I think it's probably one of the better sagas from all of the new ones. You get to ramp effectively because on turn 3, you play this. You make a 1/1 green human creature token with add 1 green. Turn 4, you play your next land. You can play your 5-drop on turn 4, which we have many of. So that's really, really cool. And then on the second chapter, we put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. There's not too many, but you'll see. There's times when that is really, really good. Like, the best thing about this card is it's great on turn 3 to ramp us and to just be a nice 3-drop. But if you top deck it into the deep late game and you've already got Vorinclex in play, then things get absolutely crazy because it goes to chapter 2 straight away because you get double law counters because of Vorinclex. So you put the counters onto 2 target creatures, those counters get doubled. It's nuts. And then when it flips, you get the Remnant of the Rising Star, which is a flying 2/2 that whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay X, and when you do, you put X +1/+1 counters on that creature. Again, if you've got Vorinclex in play, then it gets more and more bigger. And then as long as you have 5 or more modified creatures, then the Remnant becomes a 5/5 and has trample, so it becomes a 7/7 Frampler at that point, which is freaking amazing. Then we've got 1 copy of the Grandmaster of Flowers. Just because I think alongside with Tamiyo, it's a nice little tag team. His +1 makes it so that a target creature with first strike, double strike, or vigilance can't attack or block until your next turn. Tamiyo's +1 also kind of does the same thing. It taps up to 1 target artifact or creature, and it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. So similar abilities, and I thought it would be nice to have them both on the battlefield, doing that to 2 different creatures every turn and just shutting down the opponent's board. But then we've gone with 3 copies of the Wandering Emperor. To be able to flash in is really freaking sweet. I think it's the first Planeswalker to ever have that. And as soon as you flash it in, you can activate her abilities, that turn. So it can be during your opponent's turn, during your turn. And you can either exile a target tapped creature, you can create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with vigilance, or you can put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature and against first strike until end of turn. So just all round incredible Planeswalker. And first kind of attempt with her, I have snuck her into my mono white filthy net deck, and it's incredibly busted in there obviously, but I wanted to see if it was a nice fit for a sort of Bant control-y pile. Otherwise, we might end up cutting her and just putting in, I don't know, something else. There's plenty of options for the 4-drop slot. Then we've got 3 copies of Doomskar because we did need a little bit of sweeper action just in case we can't get our plan together and the opponent's board's too wide. We can sweep. we're left with planeswalkers, maybe still a saga that's in the process of turning into a creature. So we lose minimal stuff. You know, we've got the Reckoner Bankbuster, it's an artifact. Usually when I sweep the board before I start casting Vorinclex and things, we don't really lose much. It maybe just one of these little human monk tokens, if anything. And then we've gone with 2 copies of Kura, the Boundless Sky. 4/4 Death Toucher. When she dies, I don't know why it's a she, but I think it's a she. You get to search your library for up to 3 land cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, and shuffle. I rarely do that. I usually create the XX Spirit Creature token, where X is the number of lands you control. Super sweet art on that creature token over there. So yeah, trades with Goldspan and you know, can just block anything else and kill it because of the death touch is pretty sweet. And we can make it bigger with, you know, if it enters the battlefield when you've already got a Remnant of the Rising Star in play, then pretty nice. But it can also be the sort of turn 4 play where you've ramped with Jugan Defends the Temple and you just play Kura straight away on turn 4. That's quite nice. But what we're really trying to do is play Tamiyo on turn 4 without having to pay the life that you have to pay when you cast her with the Phyrexian mana. So I don't know why they have to have this like completed there. I don't get it. Like there will have to be something that has to do with that in future sets, because it doesn't do anything. It's just there, completed. Okay, cool. But she can tap an artifact or creature, and it doesn't untap during its controller's next untapped step. We already looked at that. But the real cool stuff starts to happen with the -X. You get to exile a target non-land permanent card with mana value X from your graveyard, and you create a token that's a copy of that card. So we can, you know, bring back our Jugans, our Reckoner Bankbusters, all of our Planeswalkers can come back potentially as tokens. So pretty cool. And because we usually can play around with quite a lot of loyalty thanks to Vorinclex doubling the loyalty, you know, if we can cast Tamiyo after Vorinclex is on the board, she'll come into play with 10 loyalty. We can bring back anything at that point. It's like really nice. You can even bring back a Vorinclex. So really epic -X ability, and then the -7 is also really not bad. We can also just ultimate straight away when you cast her on top of a Vorinclex. She makes a little colorless token thing, this Tamiyo's Notebook, and spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Is pretty sweet. The problem is it's not an emblem, it's a token, and it's an artifact, and there's a lot of artifact removal, so it'll probably get interacted with pretty quickly, but we'll try it out if we can ever get there. Spells you cast cost 2 less to cast is pretty nice, and you can tap it to draw a card. Then we've gone with a couple copies of Farewell, testing out this new card as well. It's so nice and modal, and I like that there's no mode there that says Planeswalkers, so you can always just get rid of everything and save your Planeswalkers, which in this kind of slightly super friendly type of deck, it's a pretty nice thing to have. But you don't have to choose all of them. You can choose, you know, whichever one suits you best at that moment. The opponent's got loads of artifacts in an artifact deck, you just pick that one. And you know, the graveyard hate is also really, I mean, it's just an all-rounder. This card's going to be a real pain in the ass, I think, in some control decks very soon. Hopefully it'll be a pain in the ass to my opponents tonight. But then we top up with the Phyrexian. You know, I wanted to have Phyrexians in the deck alongside Tamiyo. I did initially also have, I think let's just sneak in. I've got Jin-Gitaxias, but okay, maybe the Grandmaster gets the cut. Tough call. Yeah, I think the Grandmaster gets the cut. There's not enough going on there. Let's see. But I did want to play with one Jin-Gitaxias because we can double our instance and sorcery spells. We don't have many of those, but like Even just a double Fading Hope is quite nice, but also our artifacts, so you can just like make 2 Reckoner Bankbusters when you cast the 1. That's pretty cool. But then it's also just a nice 5/5 that's really hard to remove, and makes it so that the opponent, like the first spell they cast pretty much will be countered. So not bad. Let's see if he ends up staying in the brew. We might never even see him in the whole of tonight's gameplay footage. But that's the brew. We've got a pretty wonky mana base. 1 Eiganjo, 1 Otawara, 1 Boseiju, then 2 Horde of the Storm Giants, and a bunch of duels. There's almost no basics. Let's see, I hope that doesn't come back and bite us in the butt, but I've gone with no Field of Ruins. It's just, I wanted to really make sure that we had the mana to do what it is that we need to do. And then, of course, I always just hit the Suggest Lands button. And I did drop 1 Forest because I had some Jwaris. And yeah, let's jump into the games. As usual, at this point in my videos is when I like to do a tiny bit of self-promotion. So if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, kindly consider doing so. And yeah, if you could like the video, leave a comment and hit the bell icon, I would also be a very, very happy chappy. We're almost at 500 subs, guys. That giveaway is just waiting to be triggered. Inozo. Inozo. So we're going to be playing this on unranked. I'm still kind of figuring it out. Please bear with me. But it also makes it a little bit more fun. There's some crazy janky stuff going on. Also, there's a lot of this like life gain nonsense. Let's hold up the Jwari rather than playing the Bankbuster. Off you go. But now give me a land, please. Oh god, of course not. Okay. Training deck. Dawnheart Disciple. I don't think I've ever seen that on the battlefield. Skadoosh. Jugan. Finally. Making an appearance. Man, I dig this card. It's so sweet. Oh no, man. Really? How dare you? This card is so annoying, guys. Wow. Wait, what happened to Yuta Takahashi's card? Wasn't it supposed to be released in this set? Did I miss something? You know, they always, because he won the last World Championship. I thought it was supposed to be released in the first set of the year. Hello? Jeez, that took forever. Oh wait, sorry, I have to pay the life.
Phyrexia's victory will be etched into the flesh of the conqueror.
I love that.
In perfect form.
Ooh, such an imperfect. Okay, we need to get to our farewell mana.
Bow before Phyrexia.
Bow. Come on, play out all your stuff. Very nice. That's what I'm talking about. Majority of the mana, I mean, blue? What do you reckon? No, let's get some more green. Like, if I had the freaking destroy all, exile all creatures. Boop. Wow, that feels fantastic.
Our will cannot be denied.
I think we can start drawing some cards with the Bankbuster. Ooh, definitely need that green mana now. Yes, please. Decline, because we have... scoops it up. And we had Klexi Boy ready. Alright. Nice. Does feel like there's something there. I've seen a lot of Bant control decks already up on YouTube with the completed Sage and stuff. I've been trying to do mine slightly differently. I haven't seen anybody playing the Jugan. I love the ramp. Let me know in the comments, guys. I would love to know in the comments. Those of you who have noticed, there's a new introduction to my YouTube videos. There's like the logo. There was 2 options, and I put version 1 on the video from 2 days ago and version 2 on the video from yesterday. And if you could let me know which of the 2 you prefer in the comments, that would be fantastically helpful. Personally, I prefer version 1 better. The one from 2 days ago. But you guys let me know, please. Super wonky lands, but we'll make it work. I am oceans. Okay. Simic. Sure. What does this guy do? You can return it to its owner's hand and reveal 4 cards. Put that land cards, blah, 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 put the rest in your graveyard, or you can channel it and... Okay, so it's graveyard stuff. Could have foretold, but I think we might catch something here. No. Okay. Same play. No mana, Sitch is bad. I mean, like, come on, dude. Some freaking lands, please. Would be nice. Big old deluge was holding up the priority there. I was worried about a counterspell on my Reckoner, but it was the deluge. Or maybe he did have a counterspell where he would rather deluge than... Interesting. I don't understand what's going on here, but it's okay. I think it's time to flash in a Emperor. What do you reckon? Trying to figure out what the hell this guy's doing. Let's make the samurai.
You're ready to lose. May your blade strike true.
Imagine we get a freaking like another another land. We can play Vorinclex. This is the best. Please no fading hope. Double loyalty, double counters.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Also, the Reckoner Bankbusters counters. Oh no, they don't get removed twice as fast, or do they? Did have it. So cheeky. I'm just gonna activate the hole and kill my Emperor. Not a big problem. It's making me regret not putting some Field of Ruins, though. I think we're gonna make those adjustments after this match. Just a couple copies is like, I don't know, you just have to have them. He's like, maybe I want a Deluge. He's also got Tamiyo. But she enters with half loyalty.
Bow before Phyrexia.
Hoo-hoo! Alright. Whoa! Hello. My name's Jin-Gitaxias.
We must protect the people.
6 loyalty.
Now you've done it. That's coming off.
8 loyalty. Oh my god. Hitting hope is so annoying. Okay, go. Do your thing. Let's keep the Otawara. 1, 2, 3. If we don't draw land, we can play it next turn and cast Jin. The Colossal Sky Turtle. Wow, this guy's going full freaking... I don't know what. Interesting. Yeah, you going for me or my Planeswalker? That's the question. I probably wouldn't have gone for the Planeswalker.
This isn't going to go how you think.
Nice. Taps out. I'll probably make it so I can't untap my Bankbuster.
You cannot delay our victory. Remember your training.
Jin-Gitaxias. The Progress Tyrant. Sneaky one of. Here we go. Oh, for crying out loud, man. Bye-bye. Yeah. Are you kidding me, dude? This is the dumbest card in the whole game.
As sure as the moon rises, so too shall Phyrexian ascend. You do not write this story.
Bye. Not having Feel the Ruin is gonna lose us the match.
Such an imperfect form.
This is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm getting destroyed because I don't have a bloody Field of Ruin.
I'm not overconfident. You just keep watch for intruders. You cannot delay our victory.
Oh, come on, dude. Really? I mean... insane, man. Just over and over.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Game over. This card is... don't even get me started. And he gets the second one off the top of the library. I mean, yeah, whatever, dude. Off you go. Enjoy your life. I will never ever build a Hullbreaker Horror deck. It's just never. Oh, feel the ruin, feel the ruin. Boo, boo, boo. Don't want to make that mistake again. Server really slow. Quickly pop back in here. And I'll probably just go like boom, boom, boom. And then I'm gonna go Kamigawa. And then I'm gonna go lands. And then I'm gonna put one. And then I'm gonna go Field of Ruin. Booyakasha. Have you guys noticed this? That it's always like stuck? There's two bugs that I've noticed. One is every time I make a new deck, it's always in alchemy. And I have to go and change it to standard. And then the play thing is also always like on the story mode. It doesn't like go... Anyway, it's a few little bugs from the patch. It's kind of normal. Sure. Sure. Might need those. Opponent having a bit of a read. He's like, haven't seen much of that. What does that do? Sure. To be expected. Let's start banking some, busting some banks. There's a Prowler. I need lands. Thank you. Opponent. Any day now. Can either counter something or draw a card. Setting up Doomskar. Nice. It's a little bit annoying because of Tamiyo, you know? We can bring stuff back. But if it's been exiled, we can't. Oh, baby, what a counter. Bye-bye, Klexi boy. Got one of our Field of Ruins already. Just waiting. I wonder what this is. Okay, well, that's gonna be a pain in my asshole, so let's counter it. Another Prowler. Nope. Thank you. I mean, why not, right? Let's go. Sure. Skadoosh. Probably some blood on the snow action. Sure. All your mana. That's just for fun, really. I could have cast the Bankbuster instead of the Jwari, but not enough mana for Klexi boy. In snow. Yeah, I'm fine with that. At this point, it's probably just better as a land. Got him! The grind fest is real with this type of brew. Like, you just gotta push through. Very happy about the Field of Ruins though. And we have one of each basic, so we can at least fetch our own basics if we crack one. On to the next one. We've reached the 40-minute mark. I think this is probably going to be the last match of the night. So let's try and win this one in a convincing fashion. Then we can call it a night. I'm really liking this Tamiyo. Version 1 is like just scratching the surface of what's possible with this card. Like, I've seen people bringing back crazy stuff from the graveyard, like, you know, you make a token, so then you can copy the token with a Seeker's Chariot. Something to think about there for sure. Okay. Fine. Opponent. Thus, Windburn. Eiganjo. Eiganjo. Terrible saga. I hope you all agree with me. Like, I don't know. Jugan is about as good as a top deck as it can get. Esper vehicles. Almost certainly. Okay. Esper random stuff. Nice. Okay. It's a little bit frustrating. White. Pardon me. Deep thoughts from the opponent. Deep thoughts. It's running it out and then it just gets removed by a Vanishing Burst straight away. I'd rather wait. No cards for you, dear fellow. Okay. This does 4 damage. Edgar. Abzan. Weird things. What a disaster. Please no Vanishing Verse. Please no Vanishing Verse. Okay. That's pretty nice, I guess. We need our Farewell. Okay. Now we're cooking. Instant 6/6.
The future is written in oil and steel.
Run away.
Baby, baby.
Be safe, though. Remember your training.
You do not write this story.
Okay. And bring back that Jugan next turn. See, he gets no counters, so it'll never come back. He just keeps pooping out these 1/1s, but these wedding announcements and everything are now effectively stopped by the Vorinclex, which is freaking pretty nice. Okay, starting to see the vehicle side of things. Some kind of like Abzan mid-range stuff. Hello, my dear fellow. So lovely to see you. Let's go with, like, whatever. Let's max it out. Wait, no, I still want to draw a card with my Bankbuster. So let's go with 2. Instant 8/8. No, not crew, sorry. Draw card. With the treasure. Trying to get these guys to get the Frample. It's gonna work because of this. Oh, baby.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Let's get this guy.
Every story leads to the rise of Phyrexia.
Draw a card. Nice. Turn. Baby. That's a very nice swing. Good on you, mate. Has first strike. He didn't read it because of the tag. Because of the. Oops. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Fully doing the thing in the final game. This was really the main strategy. This is like, I'm really happy that we managed to get it off in the final match. Massive Framplers, Planeswalker pile. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Thank you all for bearing with me while I test out this version 1. We're going to jump into the brew again briefly in this final thoughts segment of the video, just to see if there's anything I have left to add. Probably going to be looking at a version 2 shortly. I don't think Jin-Gitaxias did much there, but it's a nice little spicy one-off. Maybe just leave it as it is. I did really enjoy having those Fields of Ruins in there. The mana base is really, really wonky. I would love to hear your thoughts on the mana bases, guys. Like, how you've been doing your 3-color mana bases. Please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to let me know about the intro as well. I would love to hear your thoughts. A little bit of constructive feedback. But as far as the brew, I'm going to leave things exactly as they are. You will, of course, be able to find this in the video description down below, and on my Ether Hub, and on my untapped.gg for you guys to copy and enjoy. I will see you all tomorrow with some fresh brews. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.